Panhandle authorities take a large-scale drug dealer off the streets, along with more than a pound of highly illicit narcotics. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, law enforcement officers arrest a large-scale drug dealer, plus more than a pound of highly illicit drugs. 37-year-old Thomas Venegas of Denver was taken into custody on Thursday at the Morrill Quick Stop, and officers executed a search warrant on his vehicle. During the search, they found 346 grams of suspected methamphetamine, 182 grams of blue fentanyl pills, 14 grams of cocaine, and firearms. Venegas is facing charges including possession of meth more than 140 grams, possession of a firearm by a prohibited person, distribution of an exceptionally hazardous drug, and possession with intent to distribute cocaine. He is being held on a $550,000 bond and made his first appearance on the charges Monday in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, the city of Kimball will soon be searching for a new chief of police. The Kimball City Council will be holding a special meeting to accept the resignation of Chief Andy Bramer. No reason was stated on the agenda for his resignation, and during the meeting, the council will also name Dwayne Murdoch as the interim police chief, as well as discussing a timeline and recruitment process for staff to follow in finding Bramer's successor. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome back. Someone who purchased a 2x2 ticket at a Scottsbluff grocery store for Saturday's drawing is holding a ticket worth $22,000. The Nebraska Lottery says one ticket sold at Main Street Market hit the top prize by matching all four winning numbers of red 12 and 23 and white 1 and 2. Winning Nebraska Lottery tickets expire 180 days after the drawing, and prizes of $20,000 or more must be claimed in person at lottery headquarters in Lincoln. 2x2 is run by the Multi-State Lottery Association for players in Nebraska, Wyoming, Kansas, Idaho, and North Dakota, and odds of winning that top prize come in at 1 in 105,000. Well, Gering parents looking for options to keep their children safe and occupied this summer will be able to turn to the Gering Public Schools. Superintendent Dr. Nicole Reagan says the district is partnering with the Scottsbluff YMCA to offer a new program.
We know the pain points that we've heard from our community in regards to childcare. We've been expanding our preschool programming, and we think this is a really good time to offer, and it's called a Summer Sun Food and Fun Day Camp, May 31st through August 11th.
Reagan tells KNB News the day camp will run weekdays from 7:30 to 5:30, and children grades pre-K through 5 can attend whether or not they're enrolled in summer school classes. A $50,000 grant is helping pay for the program, which details can be found on the Gering Schools website. And Governor Jim Pillen has appointed Rusty Kemp to a vacancy on the Nebraska Power District Board of Directors. Kemp will represent Subdivision 5, and that seat has been vacant since early last month following the board's approval of the resignation of Director Charlie Kennedy of Scottsbluff. Kemp will serve through December of 2024, which coincides with the end of Kennedy's 6-year term. Kemp is a self-employed cattle rancher in Tyron, Nebraska, and has previously served on the McPherson County School Board.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
The birds are singing. They know that spring is almost here, a time for renewal. Renewal by Andersen Windows, that is. It's almost spring, and if you've suffered through another winter in a cold, drafty house with worn-out old windows, now's the time to invest in the best windows you can get from Renewal by Andersen. Wouldn't it be great to let some fresh spring air in that house with windows that actually open smoothly, make your house quiet, secure, and save you a ton of money on energy bills? Please scan that QR code, visit rbawyoming.com. Spring is a time for Renewal by Andersen.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Students from Alliance, Bridgeport, Mitchell, and Ogallala convened on the UNL Panhandle Research and Extension Center on Monday, doing their part to stop world hunger.
The World Food Prize Nebraska Youth Institute is a one-day event for students across the state of Nebraska, and specifically in western Nebraska, to take a deep dive on food insecurity globally. So students to participate today have been researching a country other than their own, so other than the United States, identifying an issue that country faces in relation to food security, and they've written a paper about those issues, but more importantly, the solutions that they have found in relation to those issues. So throughout the day, they get to have hands-on immersion activities. We have a 21st century mobile learning lab. They'll have a fistulated cow, and technology, soils, and we learn what we're doing here in Nebraska to address global food security, and they also get to present their solutions to global experts and interact with peers and really take a deep dive in global food security.
This event is typically held in eastern Nebraska, but this week marked the inaugural Western Nebraska Youth Institute of World Food Prize competition.
So the World Food Prize Nebraska Youth Institute has been happening in Lincoln, Nebraska for about 15 years, but it's been our goal at the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources to expand this opportunity to students outside of eastern Nebraska, knowing it's a one-day institute. We know it's hard for students to get all the way from western Nebraska to Lincoln for this event. So we wanted to expand that opportunity, and we have it here, our inaugural event for the Western Nebraska Youth Institute at the Panhandle Research Extension and Education Center.
Donner tells KNEB News that just being selected to be part of this competition is an accolade within itself.
So for participating today, every single student is recognized as a Borlaug Scholar by the World Food Prize Foundation, but they will also earn a $500 scholarship to the Kasner, or to the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources, and the top students from each institute are selected to go to the Global Youth Institute in Des Moines, Iowa. The Global Youth Institute brings together students from all across the United States and even internationally who have participated in youth institutes, and they're essentially Nebraska delegates where they do the same thing but on a larger scale. So they have a 3-day institute. They will present their papers again to global experts, and they'll have 3 days of immersion activities that coincides with the Borlaug Dialogues happening at the World Food Prize Foundation in October.
She adds that this will be an annual event here in the Panhandle from here on out, and encourages interested students to consider applying.
Say that this happens every year. So if you are interested in anything that the College of Agricultural Sciences and Natural Resources has to offer, or you want to take a deep dive on global food security, this is open to high school students across Nebraska, grades 9 through 12, every year, and it happens in the spring. We don't know the dates for the following years, but it will be here again. So.
In Scottsbluff, Ryan Murphy, KNEB.TV News.
Fogs, FOGs, fats, oil, and greases can build up in the sewer pipes and lead to damaging clogs and sewer backups in your home or business. Here are some proper disposal techniques. Don't pour fogs down sinks or drains. Store grease in containers with tight-fitting lids, and once full, discard in the trash.
Next, don't rinse grease off your cookware prior to washing.
Finally, only flush toilet paper. Flushable wipes give fogs something to cling to and build up. Tri-City Stormwater wants you to remember it's our water, our responsibility.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, tickets are still available for a classically trained trio that plays with a twist, taking the stage at the Midwest Theater later this week. Take 3 performs Thursday at 7:30 p.m., bringing a genre-defying repertoire from Bach and Beethoven to Bieber and the Beach Boys, plus their signature classical mashups. Artist Lindsay Deutsch explained to KNB News the moment the idea for Take 3 came to her after performing a violin solo as part of the band working with the artist and composer Yanni.
My in-ear monitors that I wear to hear the click and to hear the other musicians and to hear myself is not working. So I'm terrified, and I look over at him, and I keep playing, and he's just smiling ear to ear. And that's when I realized there's nothing wrong with my monitors. It's the sound of 30,000 people going crazy because I've started playing this electric violin-sounding solo, and that moment changed my life.
Tickets for reserved seating range from $22 to $26 for members and $24 to $28 for non-members, and can be purchased at the box office, over the phone at 632-4311, or online at midwesttheater.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.